Oh shit! All right.
Oh, I'm super gassy, dude.
Oh god.
Dude, like my bowel movements, like not to get too personal with you, but have not been like I'm usually a regular dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because of like the heat and working so much and like waking up super early where I can't get a consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm waking up and not giving myself more than 20 minutes before I have to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. I wake up. I've been waking up at like an hour before I normally.
As Dennis said in the Sunny episode, he's like, my body's working at 100% efficiency today.
I do think so. Yeah. I, on the other hand, have not taken a shit in days.
Days?
Days.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, no, it's good. My body's working at 100% efficiency. Yeah. My body is absorbing every single nutrient, and it's not wasting a single thing.
It's not even.
I don't need to poop.
Yeah.
Rob Square!
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's do it.
All right. How you doing?
Doing all right.
We're both a little tired.
Yeah.
Long day. I've been outside in this 110-degree heat index fucking 13 hours, but you know what?
Yeah. I was
Just get used
physically
to it.
moving a lot of metal today.
Yeah.
It was.
And we're not in
The
the
AC broke.
we're not in the most physical.
We're not
Not at our
specialists.
physical peak, even though we're not old men.
Yeah.
Sometimes we feel like old men. So, all right. Episode 7, I think. 6. I don't know. We're gonna lose track here, but right here it says RB ADP. There's I don't know what happened there, but
Yeah.
on a serious note, though, I do have a shout out to give and kind of pay our respects. And we just watched the special. I've
Yeah.
watched it a few times here. Justin Hardy was a caddy at Elgin Country Club. Great guy. Just passed away. I believe the end of May, early June. You know, it's been a little bit.
Too young.
I'll link. I'll put a link in the description of the ESPN piece.
Yeah.
Great kid. Went to Washington University of St. Louis, Division III. Great basketball player. Great person. Got diagnosed with stomach cancer in like 2020.
Yeah.
Battled his way through it and super inspirational.
Kept playing, which is
I mean,
crazy.
kept playing. Set a career high after the fact.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just and the way he handled it was with grace, and you know the way that. You know, obviously that's how he handled life, right? Upbeat, like be a great brother, great son, great friend, great everything, right? So I just want to, pay my respects because I'm real sorry to hear that for his family, for his friends, and like the Elgin, family. We knew him. He was there for 3 years caddying, whatever, and great caddy, great kid.
Yeah.
Some great quotes in there, and just the way he faced the adversity. He didn't let it fucking beat him, and ultimately he did, lose his life to cancer.
Yeah.
But it's on a sad note, like it's we can get serious here, and we can pay our respects to someone that deserves it. If you're ever having a bad day, or you know those people like me and you can, we're pretty decent about that. But sometimes life gets in the way, and you think of, you think negatively, and it's like, oh, this sucks. Like, dude, like when you think about things like that, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Right? And if someone like that can have a smile on his face and lift up the people around him, then why can't we?
Well, it's
Why can't you? Why can't everyone?
Definitely inspirational. Definitely worth the. I mean, it's only 8-9 minutes.
Yeah, 8
something
minutes
like that.
long.
Yeah, so
you might get a little teary eyed if you have a heart, but it'll help just put things in perspective.
Yeah,
and that's
sure.
that's what we're all about here. And we get goofy, but like we get serious at times too.
Sure.
And I have one other thing here.
Sure.
So the other day I was going to work at 5 a.m. and these fucking bikers, dude, on the roads.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Fucking. So I'm on like a Silver Glen Road. It's kind of like a country road, 45 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour speed limit. And I see it's like the sun's coming up, but it's still light, and I see this fucking light flashing like a mile away. Dude. I'm like, is this a roadblock? Is there an accident? Like, what is this? And as I get closer, I'm like, no, it's just a biker. And like they used to have like little lights and like reflectors.
Yeah.
This is full on like strobe light. Like, dude, if I had like a condition, I might have like had a seizure. Like, and dude, it just he was one of those guys on the lift up ones where his feet are up, just chilling, but riding on a main road in the morning, dude.
Yeah, I hate that. I mean, living right off of Peck Road here.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I mean, it's especially here. It's not just one biker. It's like during the summer, especially. It's a whole group of them. So
and they go in the middle of the road almost.
You might try and go around the corner, you think you're all right, and then you see 5 more of them, and especially when they're side by side. So now what? Like,
It's unbelievable.
I
think maybe like Lance Armstrong rubbed off on these dudes. As we know, Lance Armstrong is one of the biggest pricks, right? Worst people. Like, dude, he sued people that said he did steroids, even though he did steroids, and ruined people's lives.
Yeah.
And all they were doing was telling the truth.
Sure.
Like, he went after these people and spent a lot of his money to fucking destroy these people. Prick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And used his live strong, his cancer survival, like, as a fucking spiel. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about Justin Hardy. He would never do that.
No.
Fucking bullshit, bro. So, like, maybe they, like, Lance Armstrong rubbed off on the fucking community.
It's just a sense of entitlement. Like,
It's
I think
super
you shouldn't be on a road like that unless you can go the speed limit. Like, there should be a minimum speed limit for every road.
Yeah, at least the minimum, which is like 30. Like, you know how the tractors, they have no choice.
Yeah.
They're doing their job. They're trying to get from point A to point B.
It's a big, like, there's no...
These guys are lounging, dude. Like,
well, and the thing with the people, the bikers on the side of the road, too, you, like, all right, maybe you're going around a bend. Like, can I get around them right now? Like, you're putting other people's life in danger.
The other cars.
Because you don't want to go 10 miles per hour.
And they pick like the worst roads. Dude, there are bike paths, right?
Yeah.
Take the fucking... And you know why they don't go on the bike path, Caps?
Because people walking.
Because people walking, right?
Walking
like,
too slow.
Right. It's like, dude, they're doing the same thing to us as they're pissed about the people. It's like, it's a trickle-down effect.
I mean, I get it, but, like, it's dangerous.
It's downright dangerous.
Really
like, more so for us than them because we're not going to hit them. And it's like, if you have a choice, am I going to hit the biker who I'm going to kill for sure?
No, you're going to
hit the car?
You're going to swerve. Like, it happens all the time when I'm driving the flatbed.
Yeah.
Not necessarily with bikers, but, like, people driving like dumbasses or something like that. Just trying to get around them, or like you trying to squeeze through a turn lane or something, like into a turn lane. It just...
How have they not made a wall? Like, is every congressman just a biker? Like, they're like, well, I do it, so fuck you.
It'll take like a big accident.
I'm sure it's happened, though. It has to have happened. It's almost happened with me.
Like all the shootings recently, now they're talking about the gun law. So it's going to take something to...
Right. So, all right. So, Rob Square.
Let's ride.
Let's ride. All right. Running back ADP. You know, we've done all the other ones. We kept running back for last because it's a little shorter than wide receiver, but it's just as juicy.
Yeah.
So we're going to go through here, like round by round kind of, and say who we like, who's egregiously overpriced, underpriced, where's the value at, who are the players that have a lot of, you know, some things that could swing one way or the other to make them a value or make them a stretch.
Sure.
So we'll start off here with the first round here. We have Jonathan Taylor at 1.
Bust. Yeah.
Well, at 1 he might be. I mean, so...
I think, at 1 you're just trying to take the most consistent player with the highest upside.
Right. And here's what's crazy is he is 1, and this is I did this from June 1st till now, so it's probably only about 18 drafts, I'm guessing. But he has been 1 every time. No one's gone different. Which is the thing is, like, CMC was like that recently. But the last couple of years we were fading CMC, and we would take him at 1 if we kept at 1.
Yeah.
In these drafts you can't trade your pick.
Yeah.
But we were trading out of that spot.
Yep.
Just for many reasons. Mostly we didn't trust his health, which came to fruition, right?
Yeah.
But obviously he's the consensus. And then we have...
what did we call him last year? Was it fragile? Something with his bones?
Oh, small bones, small body, small everything.
Look at my tiny dog. I'm going to put it in my tiny purse. Tiny phone. Tiny everything.
CMC, just very small everything.
Right,
I mean, but... So he was 1, okay. So now we have Christian McCaffrey at 2. He's ADP is 4. So obviously, I think it's like, so Austin Eckler is also at 4. He's 4.4. Eckler's 4.7. So it's one of those where like they even out to go to 4, but they're going 2 or 3 depending on. And maybe some people are taking Cup at 2.
Yeah.
So McCaffrey at 4. I'm a big fan. As much as we hated on him, the upside is for real.
Yeah.
And he's essentially hasn't played in 2 years.
No concerns about them getting. Was it Foreman?
No, not at all.
And then Juba?
No, I love Juba. Foreman's solid, but like this is just insurance policies, and you know they may scale it back from 82% snap share to 71.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that because he's getting all the touches. When he's in the game, he's getting targeted.
So he might not average 30, but he might average 24.
I want 21 touches on McCaffrey. Give
me
6
fantasy points. Like
right.
30,
Yeah,
he's a quarterback.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like, give me 21 touches. Give me 6 catches and 15 rushes. I'm super happy with it. Even 6 targets because it's going to be 5 catches. Give me the goal line work, which they're going to put him in the game. They're not in the goal line very often, right? That team's going to be trash. But the thing is, the best part about CMC is he is like game script proof. Because if they're winning, he's going to be front running and scoring touchdowns. If they're losing, he could have 4 catches in 1 drive. Yeah. So like he's just a cheat code in fantasy. It's just about health. And I know it's funny that like at 2 or 3 or 4, whatever we're talking about, we act like it's so much better than it won. But, like, it kind of is because, like, who else have you taken, right?
Yeah.
Eckler, Henry, like, they have concerns.
If you are in a home league and you can trade 3 picks back.
Yeah, take fucking McCaffrey because
and then you're getting
the talent's
on the way
there,
back.
the workload's there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's dynamic, especially in full PPR. This is half PPR.
Yeah.
In full PPR, oof,
Yeah.
oof. And by the way, NFC ADP National Football Championships is what we're looking at here. These are the best way to grade in terms of like redraft. Not many people are doing redrafts, but these are all big money leagues, $200 leagues.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going off this
so
opposed to consensus rankings, which
yeah.
these are at least 80 people who will put their money on.
Yeah.
It's like best ball, but you know, $200 leagues.
I agree.
All right, number 3, Austin Eckler, 4.71. I'm out on that, dude.
I don't.
I mean,
20 touchdowns last year,
yeah,
right?
was it 16 or 20? It was it was a lot.
Connor had 16.
Okay, so he had 20. So yeah, dude, that's too much.
I don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they drafted Isaiah Spiller, right? So they have the guy that they maybe before they did nobody else. You know, they tried to patchwork with all those other guys. I feel like they have someone that could take 8 carries a game from him, which they were doing anyway. But they might ride with him a little bit more. They're going to be a good team.
Yeah.
I just worry about the health.
Yeah, I mean, one, I'm not going to try and chase a 20 touchdown duplication. Like, he's going to have to duplicate that to justify that. 2, everyone's expecting Herbert to continue to progress.
Right.
You know? So,
Which doesn't necessarily hurt his value because he's a receiving back, but like the touchdowns are not going to be sustainable.
Yeah.
20?
Well, like Mike Williams fell off in the second half of the year.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen was hurt, so like they were relying more on that.
Hurting, yeah, and you know they brought in Gerald Everett. They trust some of their other, you know, Joshua Palmer's going in the second year. They still have Jalen Guyton. They have some guys,
Sure,
and that's too rich for my blood. He's a safe pick.
In just that division, they're going to be throwing a lot.
Like I want Najee over him. Agreed.
I do.
I want Derrick Henry over him.
Yes.
I mean, why the fuck not? Especially in full PPR, not a discussion. I'll take him.
Yeah.
This is half.
Yeah.
So I have him more like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Which
Eckler, you're chasing too many touchdowns for me. Like I don't think he's a first round pick.
and he's starting to look like Bane.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh.
like Bane. You know, he's huge, dude.
Oh.
But he's a small frame guy. Again,
Yeah,
small
yeah,
bones,
yeah.
small everything. I mean, all right. So Najee Harris at 4 is 6.06. So 6 pick. I'm in. It's a little rich.
Yeah.
But the guy put on the best thing is the report is that he gained 4 pounds. He went from 239 to 244 or whatever, which is crazy. Like, that's a small, like, the only person that ever in the history of the world brags about 4 pounds is a girl losing 4 pounds. Because me and you could lose 4 pounds water weight or gain 4 pounds based on eating a steak.
Yeah.
So, like, I know this guy's a prime athlete.
That's what I was
Like,
going to say. He's, I
what
mean,
kind
for
of
him to
report
gain
is
4
that?
pounds of muscle, that's...
No, but what kind of report is that, though? Like,
That's
it's
not...
like,
all the stuff that's coming out about him is not encouraging. So,
Yeah.
to be honest, I think he's going to fall closer to the 10.
right. But, like, if anyone's changing their rank on the guy because he gained 4 pounds, like,
No.
I heard experts being like, he's too heavy. Like, 4 pounds? Like, I can gain that shit in my ankle.
Yeah.
Like 4 pounds? Like, what are we talking about? If anything, he's going to be more durable, and he's super durable. Like, what are we talking? Like, 4 pounds?
I lose 4 pounds after my coffee every morning.
Yeah, dude, it's like, I might lose 4 pounds right now with my bowel movements. All right, Derrick Henry, number 5, 8.9, which is going down a little bit because you know, some of those receivers, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, are getting taken. I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been an advocate of Henry for a few years now. I've loved him ever since. Like, I was pissed early on when they were playing fucking DeMarco Murray over him.
Yeah.
And then when who was the guy from the Patriots? The little fucking scat back.
I know who you're
Deion
talking
Lewis.
about. Yeah,
Dude.
sure. Yeah, good job.
They're playing Deion Lewis over him? Like, Deion
I
Lewis?
remember those because you're like, is Henry for real? Like, why isn't he starting?
Because
Derrick
Derrick Henry and Najee Harris are very similar comp players. And obviously we saw that Najee Harris was ready for the NFL.
Yeah.
Just like Derrick Henry was ready for the NFL. They're like, no, we're going to save him.
Yeah.
Like, what? Just give the guy the ball. He's a monster.
Yeah.
He's fast as fuck. 4.4 speed at 250 pounds. The only one that I know in my lifetime, in your lifetime, is fucking Josh or Jacobs, the guy from Brandon Jacobs, right?
Yeah.
Was the only guy. Remember how good he was for a couple years?
Yeah.
Just huge and fast. Like,
He
you
tried to
don't
come
get
back
that.
and play tight end.
Like, try tackling that dude.
Yeah.
First of all, like, he just wears your defense. How about Derrick Henry's great? He's a fourth quarter player on a team. And the thing is, they might be worse this year. But what we saw last year, I know it was weird. Like, the first, I made my hot take. Remember, I was like, Derrick Henry's going to have 40 catches, which was a hot take because he never had more than 21. But he had 12 catches his first 3 games.
I remember.
But then he only had 6 catches his next 5. But either way, he was on track for like 39 catches. I'm saying, but for him, that's good.
Yeah,
Like, if he gets 40 catches, dude, that's what like Josh Jacobs gets.
Yeah.
So, or like almost like a little bit less than Joe Mixon.
Sure.
So if he gets 40, and this year, like they're gonna keep him on the field. They need him. I feel like the 3 and 12 or 12 catches in 3 games is more likely than the 5 and 6 this year.
Yeah.
So if he has 45 catches, you know he's getting 13 touchdowns.
Well, just who's a game breaker anymore on that team? Like
Nobody.
That's like
Not Robert Woods. I love
don't
Robert
think-
Woods.
Like
but-
I was looking at the odds recently, not to go off too much on a tangent, but with the Titans, like they're still projected second in the division. I think 9.5 wins is their over under. But like, I don't think people remember how many games AJ Brown won for them. Like,
yeah, a little slant to the house, baby.
yeah.
I mean,
like,
or
the Titans were
contested catch.
the
Like,
Titans were so
they
shaky.
needed him,
last year.
dude.
Yeah.
I know, and they came back strong in the second
So
half.
to your
but-
point, I think that Henry is going to be that game breaker for him, where they're going to
Yeah.
need a big play to just do something for us.
And I'm going to rely on you a little bit on these because I know you said early on, at least from now, what you're viewing as your strategy going forward, and not best ball, but in redraft, right? Is the running back start.
I can't.
So
I've done it the other way, and I'm just not happy with the running back.
Yeah, and also I will say, like, and I
These
trust
are
your judgment,
intense
but
teamers.
I think that you shouldn't go in too concrete on that.
No,
Like, and I know you're not. Like, you're a guy that is a value guy,
Sure.
in a way, but like, you don't want to go in any draft saying I'm doing this.
It's also 3 months till the season, so
Right.
I'm
no,
starting
and I
right
see
now.
why you're doing it because you love Swift, you love fucking Chubb, you love
Yeah,
some of these guys in
to
the
get
second
those
round.
guys, if I can get
Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon,
one of
Derrick
these
Henry.
guys,
Yeah,
and then those guys, like those
you
two,
figure out wide
it's
receiver later.
it's
Get
no
Jerry
brainer for
Judy,
me.
get DJ Moore, get Mahomes, or not Mahomes,
Yeah.
wide receiver.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm fucking tired. All right, Dalvin Cook at number 6. He is about 10 ADP. I like that.
Yeah, it's
Now, this is early, so I feel like I know there was a domestic dispute that happened
okay.
where, maybe people think he's going to get a suspension, but from all the details I heard, that he was the victim. So,
yeah, I haven't heard much about this at all.
Yeah. It was one of those where the girl was crazy, she was an ex-military girl, and, like, she broke into his house with a gun. Like, and she's saying, I'm saying, it doesn't sound bad on his end. It's not Deshaun Watson's lawyer saying happy endings are fine. So, like, it's not his lawyer being like, well, like, she had a gun and he had a gun. Yeah, right? That's the same thing. So, the suspension for me is not an issue. It's the injury is an issue.
Sure.
But I'm going to tell you right now why I love Dalvin Cook.
Right.
Of all these guys, right? Dalvin Cook, Jonathan Taylor, there's Naeem Hines is like a handcuff. Naeem Hines is not a handcuff. He has a role in that offense. He's not going to come into 18 carries.
Yeah.
Alexander Madison, in those 3 games he missed last year, granted 2 of them were against Detroit.
Yeah.
But he scored 48 fantasy points in those 2 games against Detroit. And the other game he scored like 14.
Yeah.
So that's fucking 19 points a game. So, like, Madison is proven, like, more than Pollard even, in terms of if you need him, he's a 80% of Dalvin Cook, right?
Sure.
And he can catch.
Yeah.
So, like, he is the one guy identified here where you want the backfield. Like, Deontay Foreman, like, do you trust him being the handcuff?
Okay.
Do you want to carry Deontay Foreman all year if you
No.
have TMC?
Yeah.
I want to carry Madison all year.
Yeah.
So you get that little, you might have to reach 2 rounds, but when you get him in the 9th
That's
round,
security.
you get Minnesota's backfield, and, like, it's almost not better, but, like, Madison is, when Cook's out, then they have the 3rd stringer behind him. Madison's getting all the work.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Minnesota's winning the division this year.
Right.
They're
If
going
you
to
like
be,
Minnesota,
yeah.
you get Madison,
They're
you
gonna
get that
be a good
safety
team.
blanket. Even if Dalvin Cook gets hurt, whoop-de-doo, you have Madison. If you have some of these other guys, an injury kills you.
Yeah.
That's why Cook at 9, I love it, because we both agree he's a great player.
Yeah.
Great offense. They're changing their run scheme, which is an issue for some people. It's not outside zone anymore,
Yeah.
which is what he's great at. But
Sure.
Dalvin Cook, if he catches more passes, what you're saying, is going to even out the efficiency of running.
Sure.
And he had one of the lowest, he had 6 touchdowns last year.
Oh,
And I believe he had like 16 and 13 the previous 2 years.
Say he's probably going to score more
And
touchdowns. This
it was
year.
similar to Mike Williams, where Mike Williams still had 9 touchdowns last year, but caught 3 of 12 like red zone targets. Cook was the least efficient running back in the goal line last year,
Okay.
which I don't know if it's a reflection of him or the offensive line.
Adam Thielen.
Right, well,
Scoring all the
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
touchdowns.
But
10 a year.
I'm just saying, like, that is helping his draft draft price by 2 picks. So had he scored 11 touchdowns last year in those 13 games, you're looking at number 5 overall.
Yeah.
We know it's fluky, dude. It's not his fault he didn't score. He's not a goal line back, but he's also not a pipsqueak.
I'll take Cook over Eckler.
Yeah, same on that. All right, next one here, Joe Mixon at 11. Super safe, dude. I mean, that offense, he's involved in the passing game. Love it.
Yeah,
I love Joe Mixon.
Yeah,
I've been in bed with that guy for a long time. He's waiting in my house right now.
Yeah, there's really not much. There's nothing. I'm not like overly excited about him, but I'm not. I don't have anything negative to say about him.
Yeah.
I think I believe the Bengals are a little overrated. I know it's weird.
Oh, they are, but their offense will be fine.
Well, it's just a tough division, man.
100%. Toughest division in football besides the AFC West. Right?
The Browns. All three teams have really good division.
Yeah, the Steelers are the worst team in your division. I mean, they win 9 games every year.
You know they finished second in the division last year.
Who?
The Steelers.
Well, yeah, they always do.
That's crazy,
right? And I heard this stat. I don't know exactly. I'm paraphrasing here about Joe Mixon, but like, I think the first 8 games of the year when they were struggling, they were probably 5-4 after 9 games or whatever, and they really kicked it on, counting the playoffs. Like from week 10 on, like the first half of the season, he was like on pace for like 38 or something catches, but the last 9 games, counting the playoffs, he was on pace for 79 catches.
Okay.
So I think he ended up with like 48 catches or 50 catches.
It worked, yeah.
And obviously the postseason number doesn't work.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't count. But
I would bet
he's a receiving back.
I would bet that's a product of people taking Jamar Chase seriously.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you can't cover everyone. You got T. Higgins, you got fucking Tyler Boyd,
Yeah.
Now you have Hayden Hurst, which I know that's not really a name brand. It's like a Camry, but is Hayden Hurst a Camry?
He's
what is he? A weaker than a Camry? A Camry's a pretty solid car. So what's worse than a Camry?
He's like a '96 Honda Civic.
Yeah, there you go.
Something that's still like
good gas mileage. Like
it's still gonna run. Like it might have a few rattles, but like
the fucker's going 240,000 miles.
It'll do what it's supposed to do.
All right, last one here I'm going to add in is number 8, Deandre Swift, who in this is actually going real high, which is half PPR, which is weird. I've been getting him at 17 in best ball. He's going at 13. I'm adding him just into the bunch because you love Swift.
I do.
I love Swift. You love him more than me. He's a bet with Swift. But number 8, I'm in.
Oh yeah,
he was RB 8, I think, or 7 the first half of the season before he got hurt.
Yeah, he was
on
top 10.
An awful team.
Yeah, then he dealt with, of course, some injuries, but he bulked up. That's been a point of emphasis. But the Deuce Staley, the running back coach, is saying you need to bulk up. You need to play through.
He did. Yeah. So. And like that, they're gonna be bad this year.
Yeah.
But they were really bad, and they were feisty.
Yeah.
He got some garbage time.
Yeah.
But the point is, Dan Campbell plays his fucking guys.
Well, they're talking about him playing the slot and stuff like that too. So
why not, dude? Give him some work, dude. Give him. He
might have a player.
He might have 85 catches this year, right?
Yeah.
Like Christian McCaffrey roller. Actually, more like Alvin Kamara. There you go.
Yep.
Right, and he's almost as talented as Kamara. Not as shifty, not as strong of a runner, but faster.
Yeah, Kamara is like more slippery. It feels like.
Yeah.
Swift is
he's like a smaller version of Nick Chubb with like more wiggle.
I just feel like Kamara like flows. Like he feels like water that's just finding the least resistance.
I love that. All right, next round here we have Javontae Williams at 15. He's number 9.
Man, watching those highlights. I'm sorry.
Alvin Kamara at 10 at 18 ADP. Aaron Jones at 11 at 20. Leonard Fournette at 12 at 21. Saquon Barkley at 13, which is 22. And Nick Chubb at 14, which is 22.5. Pretty nice group here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we're talking about. We were talking about going RB.
So, I mean, especially if you can get like Cook and one of those guys, if you can get
Cook and Kamara.
Yeah, like
come on, man.
I mean,
like opposed to here's the other thing you could go is Diggs and CeeDee Lamb. Now, where are you more comfortable? Probably the running backs for most people, right?
I think it feels like every year I'm chasing running backs, and the years that I've had success, I've had 3 good running backs. Like
you can make a move too.
Yeah, well, you got
the leverage, bro.
I feel like if you can get 3 like stud running backs, two stud running backs, then you can spam receiver a little bit more. Plus, there's some really good value as we talked.
Yeah, 4th, 5th round.
Yeah, like
beautiful.
Like
where the running backs you're looking at
shit,
is Breece Hall and David Montgomery and Zeke.
Yeah,
which could all hit.
We'll talk about.
Yeah. All right. So Javontae Williams at 9 at 15. As much as I love Javontae, we both love Javontae Williams. I've been touting. He was one of my PPs last year. That's too rich over these other guys. Too rich.
I started to fall in love with him when we were watching his highlights the other day. But I don't think Melvin Gordon's going anywhere.
No,
I think Russ might throw
not.
40+ touchdowns this year.
The difference is that we know the situation, at least the situation in terms of running back room, is not great. Okay, take that out. The situation, the team, good.
Yeah.
Okay, the situation in terms of the player, fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He is a Nick Chubb light, right?
Stud. Yeah.
With possibly, definitely better receiving chops, just because We don't know what Nick Chubb's receiving jobs are because they refuse to throw the damn ball to him. But he's a little bit better of a receiver.
Sure.
And the thing is, Nick Chubb's flourished for years with Kareem Hunt taking 35% of the work. So if Denver was smart, last year was 51-49 split, 50-50. This year, it's seeming like 60-40. But if they're smart, they go 66-34, something like that. Give them 2/3 of the work.
Yeah.
And then let Melvin Gordon spell them. And if you give me that, I kind of don't mind the price point. Because I like the team, I like the player. But I'd rather have Alvin Kamara. I'd rather have fucking Aaron Jones. I'd rather have Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's close, right? Him or Nick Chubb? You taking Nick Chubb?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, because you love Nick Chubb. But
Well,
if you didn't love Nick Chubb.
No, so here, I'm going to express my concerns here real quick. My worry would be that Melvin Gordon, the veteran, is going to finish games. Like he for some reason, I have a memory of what I'm looking up right now is how many fumbles Javontae Williams had last year.
Yeah, and I'll give you a little more Javontae Williams information here. He's a bowling ball. He's probably there was a couple of the plays we saw where he's dragging defenders.
On the NFL today, as Javontae Williams takes the handoff, and Williams, nice second effort, still going. Javontae Williams carrying the.
Right, he's got one on his legs and a guy in his back, and he carries him 8 yards. Yeah, I haven't seen him get tackled once in the NFL.
2nd and 10. Get it to Williams, left side. Williams still going. He's got a first down. He's still on his feet. Javontae Williams.
And he's a little slippery, and he also has good hands. So, here's the problem: is that Russell Wilson is not known to pass to his running backs.
2 fumbles.
Okay, 2 fumbles lost or 2 fumbles.
It just says 2 fumbles.
Yeah. Okay, that's not terrible.
No, it's not.
All right, Alvin Kamara at 10, ADP of 18. I'm in. Yeah. And now the thing is, Alvin Kamara is way more likely to get suspended than Dalvin Cook.
Sure.
But I feel like the suspension is 2 games.
Yeah,
so,
he just punched a guy, right? Like,
yeah, it's an assault. Like, dude, again, NFL doesn't care about women. They definitely don't care about men, right? Yeah. Like, and they don't care about happy endings. I don't know what they care about. Mm-hmm. If the video comes out, which I think it might, that's bad. But, for all this, we know that guy called him an N-word or something. I mean, guess what, dude? If you call someone that, you're going to get blasted. Sure. Especially a guy like Alvin Kamara. You know what I mean?
Either way, I mean, he's a top 10 talent that you're getting for...
Let's just go with the exercise he's getting suspended 2 games. Let's go with the exercise he's not getting suspended at all. If he's not getting suspended at all, I like him in the back half of the first round. Would you agree?
I like him over Eckler.
Okay, I guess Austin Eckler is going to be our fucking anti-PC.
Eckler is not a first round.
Oh, no, for me, they're tied. Okay.
Eckler is a complimentary piece that had the best year.
We're just shitting on Eckler.
Well, no, that's just how I feel.
All right, so if he gets suspended 2 games, do you think this is more appropriate, right?
Well, I think if he does, if the news comes out in the next 3 months that he will, then
he's going to go lower. But
I think he's an appropriate value right now. I think the risk is built in. I think he would be a top 10 if we knew for sure he wasn't.
Right.
But if he does get suspended, you might get him closer to 20.
Yeah, but 18's not bad.
Or closer to...
Yeah, I'll take 2 games. Big deal.
I'll say 20 running... I think a top 5 running back
just because 2 games?
People will
people are pussies, bro. All right, number 11, Aaron Jones. He's going at 20. Similar point to Alvin Kamara. Tied to Aaron Rodgers. The reason I'm in on Aaron Jones is that I went back and I looked at all the games that he played without Davante Adams, which is very relevant in this case because they did not really fill that spot.
Sure.
And he averaged 7 targets a game.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's going to do that. No. History says, and that's 5 catches, 60 yards a game receiving, plus his 35, 55 rushing yards. Yeah. And we know one thing about Aaron Jones. He has those 3 touchdown games. He's a boomer bust guy. Yeah. But in PPR, so this is half, but in PPR, dude, I like Aaron Jones in the front end of the 2nd round.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. I mean, and I also like A.J. Dillon. But, I mean, the thing is, they should be smart. If they're smart, they're going to have Aaron Jones on the field. Whether at the slot, play both the running backs. Do that little wishbone thing. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is savvy enough to get the ball out.
It sounds like a lot of NFL coaches are saying we're going to start playing our running backs in the slot. Because now they have just everyone's running back by committee almost.
And it's really smart, too, because, that takes less wear on the running back, right? Just pounding up the middle like Derrick Henry style for a guy like Aaron Jones is not a smart strategy. 17 times a game, giving him 5 catches opposed to 5 carries saves him a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have to catch him. He might not get tackled as hard. He's not getting tackled by a 330-pound defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Falling on his leg.
With Jones, what I really like, the thing that sticks out to me the most is the way Aaron Rodgers plays. Is he finds the guy he trusts.
Yep.
And then he re-signed because they traded for Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
Like, that's what made him happy because he trusts him.
And
That's
he trusts Aaron Jones.
And Cobb caught a few touchdowns, but I mean, if you just think it was Adams, it was James Jones, it was Jordy Nelson, like he force feeds the guy he likes, and Jones has shown the
It's Robert Tonyan, a little bit of tight end. It's Allen Lazard. It's Randall Cobb, the ghost of Randall Cobb, the dinosaur. And then it's Aaron Jones. And he does like A.J. Dillon, for sure. He's talked about A.J. Dillon.
Well, I'm just saying for receiving. I think even if it is half PPR.
Right.
I
he
think
could have
Jones,
80 catches, right?
That's what I'm saying, 60 to 80 catches. I mean,
essentially, like, I feel like Aaron Jones and Austin Eckler should be Eckler again, but should be really close. Like, why is Eckler going at 3?
I honestly, I would take Jones over.
Isn't Austin Eckler just going to destroy us again this year?
He's my Big Ben this year.
I know. Well, it's where he's going. It's not that we
but
hate
I don't.
Eckler,
No,
mean,
Big Ben. I felt was obviously washed, but I don't think Eckler's washed.
Austin Eckler should be a turn pick. Agreed. 12-13. Where he always goes.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's going the other turn, right? 21. So
to me,
Isaiah Spiller's going to take his fucking short yardage.
I just think the top. It feels like there's not outside Taylor. I would still say there's arguments that the Taylor. I mean, you could take someone else at 1, but I don't have a good argument for it. My point is it doesn't feel like in the past it felt like there's all right. Here's 3 running backs that you want, and everyone else
now
is
it's
secondary.
1, and then
now
like
it feels
5
like
secondary guys.
It feels like a 10.
Yeah. Oh, essentially,
Eckler's not one of those secondary.
No.
One of those top guys.
Sorry, Austin. All right, number 12, Leonard Fournette at 21. I'm fucking out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
What's exciting about that?
Well, the 3-down workload, the trust that Tom Brady has in him, but he came in real fat. Like, and that's coming from me. I pull my shirt here. I'll show you. It's Leonard Fournette right here.
Maybe.
So I mean, well, he's probably better shape than me, but
I would think so.
Well, I hope so. But I mean, he's closer to me than he is Deandre Swift.
Well, it seems like the Bucs are just like, all right, we know we're good. We know what we so like Gronk is retired because he doesn't want to do all the bullshit.
Yep.
Like, and then he'll come back
which is fine, like in the long term. But fantasy is a 17-week fucking grind, and I want my guy out there. They don't need the same thing with Godwin. That's my worry with Godwin, right?
Yeah.
Is they don't need their division's trash. If the Saints don't hit this year, they're gonna fucking walk into that title, dude. The Saints win 8 games. Who are you worried about? Fucking Panthers? Like, come on, man. The Falcons are the worst team in football.
Yeah,
facts.
Panthers are trying to trade for Panthers could be all right.
You said that last year, and I said that last year, but all right is not beating the Buccaneers.
No, I'm saying I think the Panthers they have potential to be good.
But it's not beating the Buccaneers for a division title.
I don't think the Bucs are like I
don't like win 10 games or 9 games and win the division.
You hit the nail. I don't like the idea of Fournette trying to work his way into shape during the season.
I don't like
He's gonna get hurt because especially if you're 3 down back. I don't like the fact that Godwin's gonna have to work his way back into shape during the season. He's talking up. Tom Brady's talking up Russell Gage. I mean, if that's the saving grace, Gronk's gonna have to work his way back into shape. So what if they start 0-3? Like, and Fournette's hurt because of a fucking hammy.
Have you seen Hateful Eight, the Tarantino? Joe Gage is the guy, one of the guys there.
Is that where they're stuck in the?
Yeah. Joe Gage is one of the guys. Russell Gage. I don't know why I brought that up. All right, next guy here, Saquon Barkley at 13, 22 ADP. This is way too high.
Now we're getting to Eckler territory for me. Honestly.
Nice. Okay.
Like, I would take Eckler over Fournette. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. Fournette should be 22. But so I was touting Saquon in some of the earlier pods because I figured he'd be more like a mid-3rd round pick, where I love him.
Yeah.
But in this case, he's going ahead of Nick Chubb.
Yeah,
I don't like that. But see, I've heard some nice reports. There's new coaching staff. There's some reports that they're using him, and they didn't bring in a running back in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
They have fucking who's the guy that the Bills signed? Matt Breida.
Yeah.
And like the other guy they had, but like it's not a lot of competition. Like, they're not stealing Saquon Barkley's work.
Yeah. So
it's as much as he can handle, and I heard that they're gonna same with Aaron Jones, some of these other guys out of the slot a little bit, which is beautiful. Like move that guy around the field, he can catch.
But
don't pound him up.
But Daniel Jones? I know he has the ball, but can he throw?
No. He can dump the ball off, but he doesn't. He just tucks his head and scrambles.
Yeah.
I mean, so the offense can be bad, but I'm lukewarm on this. It's too high for me, but I see the upside where if you did take, let's say you got Justin Jefferson or Cooper Kupp, or even one of the topper end running backs we're talking about, right? Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
No, like you took Derrick Henry. Like, if you want to go for a home run where you can afford a little bit of a risk in your second RB, if Saquon Barkley hits, he's top 5 running back, right?
Yeah,
on a bad team.
I'm hesitant to chase production from 3 years ago. Like,
I get it.
Like,
the talent's there though. Still, I mean, do you not agree, or you think
how many injuries does it take to deteriorate the talent?
It's like the
because he's had like
it's how many licks does it take to the center of a fucking.
All I'm saying is he's a running back. He's had 3 lower body injuries.
Right.
Like they're not. He didn't break his hand. Like,
so are you saying Saquon Barkley is a Tootsie Pop and we don't know how many fucking licks it takes to get to the center to actually get to the Tootsie Roll?
Yeah, who's the
and
owl?
the Tootsie Roll's bad, right?
I'm
you want to keep the sucker?
I'm not going to be the owl that licks it.
No,
that's what I'm saying. That's too rich for me.
That's a good thumbnail.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at us making thumbnails.
Hey, look at us.
All right. Nick Chubb at 14, 22. I know what your answer is. You are in.
For sure. I took him second overall last year.
You did do that.
And I think they have a better team this year.
Definitely with the happy ending guy. That guy. Guy's
well, Mari Cooper. Their number 1 last year was Odell.
Who got hurt and
Jarvis is good, but Jarvis crumbled.
Yeah, they got big stuff. They got Njoku,
Schwartz.
And what's nice though is that Sean Watson's playing. You know how relaxed that guy's gonna be.
Who?
I mean,
Watson?
Yeah. Dude, he's so relaxed. He's always coming before the game.
Pre-game massages.
Oh, dude. Just on the fucking sideline, he's just getting jerked off.
What do you think would happen?
He's like, I didn't pay extra.
Well, what if you think, like, who is willing to massage that guy anymore? Like what?
His massage days are over.
The trainers have to be like, all right, Deshaun.
No, you know what it's going to be? It's the Seinfeld situation where George gets the massage from a man.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
That's going to be.
I know, but even then, I'd be like,
No, they're going to give some like hairy ass fat dude like this. That's a good massage therapist. Here you go, Deshaun. You want to take this happy ending? His hands are all callous.
I saw something.
Like a terrible cock, bro.
It was a headline of it was a YouTube video. I think Pat McAfee. Like, there's 66 accusations out now. Like, or like reported accusations.
Right.
Like, to me, that's you're asking for a hand job every single time, regardless if it's a big fat hairy dude. Like,
well, there were 66 massages.
Oh, okay.
And 24. But the thing is, as we know about, like with the Michael Jackson thing or any of these people that were abused as children, or not even that, it's just women that have been raped. 1 out of 4 come forward.
Yeah.
Because they're embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, and now, Me Too movement and like this situation, once 20 come, it's the Bill Cosby thing. It snowballs.
Maybe the other 42 wanted to give him a hand job.
Right. Or they're like, well, maybe I'm guilty. Maybe I was complicit. Like, fuck that. You're not complicit. Like, you're just doing your fucking job. Guy's whipping his cock out.
Well,
fuck out of here.
It's also worth it.
I know.
I'm sure there's a lot of girls that.
Right. I'm saying, but like what Rusty Hardin said was the worst thing ever. He's like, making a girl feel uncomfortable isn't a crime. It kind of is. I mean, it's at least not like a good thing to say, right? And it's not a crime, but
it's not.
No, I'm just saying, like, you don't want to die.
I don't want to get. I don't want to get back to the. No, I'm saying I feel like I'm getting back to the corner of the fence.
No.
Which I'm not, but like
being a scumbag doesn't make you a fucking criminal. Also, right?
If we get to that point, we're in trouble.
We already are in trouble. Look at John Gruden, right?
Well,
having some racist emails makes you a fucking.
Well, he just lost his job,
Yeah. All right, Cam Akers at 15, 29.6. No.
Yeah, that's...
No. And I took him in a few best balls, I ain't gonna lie, at like 39 or 40.
Yeah, I think that's just because he's attached to the Rams.
Yeah, but Henderson's still there.
I like Henderson.
I like him at his price point way more.
Oh, I feel I'm taking Henderson.
The nice thing about Akers is he tore his Achilles in training camp last year, and he came back and did play 2 super inefficient games.
Yeah.
It was like 2.4 yards and looked bad. But the fact that he came back in the playoffs gives him time to work up. He's 23 years old.
Yeah.
And I was never a big fan of Cam Akers as a talent. I think he's an old steady. He's solid.
I was off him last year.
So. He's just not, like we like Swift because Swift's a game breaker and like he's like Madden. He's like a Madden play, right?
Yeah.
Human joystick.
Well,
Cam Akers is just a fall forward 4 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
Like a poor man's Joe Mixon.
I'll say it again. This is going to be there's not much exciting about him for me. Like it's especially at that price point. Like Henderson is exciting for me at that price point because I don't know. I think he's the better back.
Right. And I actually he was the next tier. I should have probably preface that. So we'll add him into that tier just because he might go up if the health reports come up. That's why I added him in there. I'm going to cover my ass. That's why I added him in there, because I'm an idiot.
Thinking ahead.
Tired. All right, so now I'm going to get to the next round here. We're going third round here. Cam Akers is going third round right now. Let's just preface that with that. But he might go up to that second round just based on the you said tied to the Rams offense.
Yeah.
All right, next round here, third round, we have James Conner, 31.5. We have Travis Etienne, 35. We have Breece Hall at 39. And Zeke at 43. Montgomery at 43.
Yeah, it's starting to get... See, this is why I wouldn't go... This is third round, so this is why I would never go receiver.
And some of those guys are bleeding into the fourth with Breece Hall and Zeke.
Sure.
I added them in there because they're going higher.
I mean,
they're running backs, right?
Real,
Zeke's going 19.
Again? Who's the best? Real quick.
Of those, Breece Hall, Etienne, and Montgomery for all different reasons, right?
Okay.
Hall and Etienne, the unknown. And Montgomery because the massive workload, right? Not a bad team, but he's going to be on the field. They got nobody else.
Yeah.
So real quick, let's just cover these other guys here. James Conner at 16.31. I know you're a big Conner guy. I'm out.
Well, I'm not. I liked him when I could get him in the 12th round.
Right. Out.
Well, I'm not chasing 16. Same thing with
right.
I'm not chasing 16.
And the injury risk,
I like him. I like him as a player.
Year.
I expect a decent year for him, but I don't. I mean, if I were to predict his stats, I would say 900 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 40 catches.
And another 3 touchdowns to the air, which is 11. It's a solid year.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a good year. I think he's probably getting drafted appropriately. That's not exciting to me.
You can replace that very easily with a 5th round running back, right? And that's not factoring in the health concerns.
I would take Eckler over Conner.
Okay.
I'm saying late second round is where
we're really down on Eckler.
This is the way I'm gauging.
All right, ETN 17, number 35. It's a little rich, but I love the upside there.
I do.
We love the Jaguars, right? At least we love their offense. We love them to be more competitive.
Sure.
They got rid of Urban Meyer, the piece of shit.
Addition by subtraction, for sure.
And James Robinson's a big question mark off the Achilles.
The only scary thing is that Trevor Lawrence looks like a pro quarterback, but ETN, I think that was more of an Urban Meyer pick, and Urban Meyer is horrible.
Yes.
So the fact that
no, but ETN's film's good.
Sure,
he's good. He's like little Sean McCoy with straight line speed.
And I he's not. I'm a little hesitant because I want to see him do it in the pros, but having a full year being around with the trainers and everything like that, I think that he'll be bulked up and ready to go.
Yeah. Okay. So
I wouldn't take. I wouldn't take a risk on him.
Not there. I like him more like 45, which I've been getting in best ball. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think past Montgomery, the fact that he's above Montgomery and Zeke,
right? In full PPR, different conversation. Yeah, because he's 60 catches waiting to happen. All right, Breece Hall at 18, number 39 overall. I'm in, as you know.
Rookie for me.
But are you more lukewarm on that, or
He looks good. He looks good. I know you and I have had these conversations.
Breece Hall or Cam Akers?
Probably Cam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Breece Hall or James Conner?
James Conner. James Conner is more secure to me.
Breece Hall or ETN?
I'm biased because I've seen Breece Hall's film more recently.
Yeah. Oh, ETN is good film. Okay, so 39. That's I started the 4th round.
Real quick, and I'll let you get into the pro Breece Hall because one rookie.
By all means.
2, I still think it's a pretty crowded backfield. I think all 3 guys are going to get touches.
Don't talk about Ty Johnson.
I do. I generally do. So that's my case against.
Okay. Well, you love Ty Johnson. Without any reason, I don't know.
No, I think he's good.
Okay, it's because you like T.Y. Hilton and he has the same. He's just Ty, but not T.Y. My pro is his floor, his low end is a 50-50 timeshare, okay? Which does not add up to the 3rd ADP. That's more a 50 ADP, which is still going to be, like you said with James Conner, 900 yards, 6 touchdowns, 40 catches. Not great. That's his floor, okay? Minus health, but we're not going to assume health on any of these guys unless it's a guy like Eckler, CMC a couple of years ago, James Conner, Saquon, those guys that have a track record of getting hurt. Breece Hall has never been hurt. Granted, it's been college, and he's playing at Iowa State, but regardless, and that's the Big 12 where no one tackles.
Yeah.
The guy has a nose for the end zone. We know that. The guy knows how to score touchdowns.
21 straight, right?
26 or some shit. Yeah. He's a solid ass, like way above average receiving back.
Yeah.
And they did trade up. Not only draft him as the number 1 running back at 34, they traded up to get him. And here's the recent examples of that is they use him. And Javontae Williams, they also traded up for, which sucks. They only get 50-50, but they had Melvin Gordon there.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm not going to argue.
Michael Carter is not Melvin Gordon.
That's my point.
Right?
Yeah. Melvin Gordon is...
And Michael Carter's a solid little player, and I was all about him because I didn't think they drafted running backs. They had so many needs, and I was going to be all about Michael Carter in like the 6th, 7th round because I liked his film. Yeah. But he is not a bell cow, and I feel like they're going to lean on Breece Hall a little bit. They got to run the ball to take some pressure off.
Yeah,
Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
So the upside though is top 12 running back for sure. You can't deny that.
A point again we made off camera, but I'll say here is I think that Breece Hall. The reason I wouldn't draft him there is because I think it's going to take him 5 or 6 games to get his
That's fine.
legs. So I don't want to stash a 4th round pick.
Well, you're still going to be playing him. You're just going to be getting 10 or 12 points.
That's
right?
Yeah. I don't.
Okay, I can get past that though. Is
sure.
what I'm saying. So. Okay, and Zeke at 19, we have 43 ADP. We were just talking about him off camera.
Yeah.
Boring, but we said he's probably going to score 10 touchdowns.
Fourth round, I think, is a like that's. I think you're getting good value because he was a top 5 guy for 5 years.
Right,
in a row.
and what's nice, he's the perfect example of if you go wide receiver, and then you want to take like Josh Allen or a Darren Waller or one of these elite tight ends, and you want a RB1 that you know you can at least count on to get you 12 points.
Yeah,
that's him.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's hard to pair him with Pollard because you have to spend a 9th round pick, and then you never know who to start. So it's not the same as like Cook Madison thing.
Yeah.
But at least you know you're getting the fucking early down workhorse. You're getting the guys getting the goal line. He's Zeke Elliott.
He's done it
last year.
He's done it before.
And he's tied to Jerry Jones, who fucking loves him.
Yeah.
And he gave him a lot of money. And what do you know about Jerry Jones? He's a little. And that's an Abercrombie. I see the little sparkles you have there.
Well, so Rascal and Flat, they both have it. They both have it.
Is that bad? I'll cut that.
Jeez.
Can I do that as a thumbnail? All right, let's get our. All right, so you know Jerry Jones is gonna play his guy he paid
for sure.
Is that
gonna
more
get his
PC?
money's worth?
I was gonna do the PC principle.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. So Zeke, we're lukewarm on, but we could see a situation where he's worth it.
I don't mind him back end of the 4th round, right?
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
It doesn't. It's just not.
I'm warming up to it. I'm warming up to it. Where if I were to get one of the guys I really like, I'm okay with him as my 2nd round.
Okay. David Montgomery at 20, at 43. I really like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that over Zeke because, the touchdown upside isn't there. He can only score 4 touchdowns this year and be a top 16 back.
Yeah.
50 catches.
200.
280 touches, bro.
I still think Montgomery. I don't think we've seen. I don't know if we ever will, just based on how bad the team is. The best with Montgomery yet. We know what Zeke is, but we know we're hoping for one last hurrah from Zeke. Where we could still have a top 5 running back finish from Montgomery.
100%, because of the workload. And if the Bears are any kind of competitive, like the Lions kind of were last year, but better than that, in terms of fighting in these games. Who's in the field? Who's in the field? Fucking Montgomery.
I actually beat the Packers this year.
I hope so. All right, number 21, we have Antonio Gibson. We have him. This is the next round here. Antonio Gibson at 21. Running back, 45 ADP. J.K. Dobbins at 22, 47 ADP. Josh Jacobs at 23, 50 ADP. We'll just do those 3 guys right now. Now it's starting to thin out.
Yeah.
This is the back end of the RB2s. I like a couple of these guys. J.K. Dobbins, same situation, slow start. He's going to have a slow start. They're not going to give him the workload.
Yeah.
He's touchdown upside guy.
And Gus is hurt too, right?
They're both coming back, which is nice, but they brought in the guy from the Falcons, the old guy, Davis. Mike Davis?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can see them they gave up the Devontae Freeman carries.
I didn't know they took
Davis.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they
I'm out on Dobbins. There's too much.
It's an upside pick.
I felt like he had 2 or 3 really good games 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I know he was hurt last year, but I would need to see it. I'm willing to be wrong on him.
We did skip over Antonio Gibson at 21. At 46.
That's good.
So, no?
No, not for me.
Okay.
Hamstring injury already.
I'm not worried about that. They have a lot of competition. They drafted a running back. They have fucking J.D. McKissick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like that offense could be bad.
Yeah.
You know, I think it'd be better than last year, but
who knows, man?
I do like the upside there. If they were to give him 60% of the snaps, he's going to smash that ADP.
Sure.
If there's a lot of ifs with Antonio Gibson.
Yeah.
He's a young player. We know he comps as a receiving back because he was a wide receiver in college.
Yeah, he runs up.
So can they give him the word? He's 230 pounds, dude. He's a specimen for sure. But he's more of a lot of ifs. But if you want to shoot for the moon, if you take one of these safe guys and you have 2 good receivers, and you want to pair him with a guy, in the 5th, 6th round to back him up, I don't mind that because, he's only scored, 9 and 10 touchdowns the last 2 years?
Yeah.
Which, he performs.
Sure.
I
mean, it's not.
I want him over Dobbins.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then we have Josh Jacobs at 50, which is running back 23. I'm in.
Yeah. The offense is going to be better. He was banged up from the jump last year. It felt like, he didn't look like his old self. So
no,
it's hopefully. If he comes back healthy, he's. Is it still Booker back there?
No, Booker is on the Giants.
Oh, it's Kenyon Drake.
They have they drafted another guy, which is the worry for me.
Yeah,
why they drafted him, and we all know it's set in stone that he's not there next year. They didn't exercise his 5th-year option, so they're not paying Josh Jacobs.
No,
but that's also could be a plus. Fucking run him into the ground. What are you worried about? You're not worried about his health. The thing is, they have nice backs behind him. If he's out, Kenyon Drake and I forget the rookie's name, but he was a 3rd or 4th round pick. Give him 18 touches a game.
Sure.
They need to win. They need their best. He's their best running back
for sure.
Anyone that says this new rookie is better than Josh Jacobs, you're a big Jacobs guy. You're almost starting to say he's better than Mixon for a while.
Yeah.
Which I think you might have soured on that point a bit.
Well, just based on last year, I have a sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah, he's a strong dude. He's
super talented.
Kind of always been inefficient, but
I like him there for sure.
He can catch and he can do it all.
Easily the best of the 3 in my mind. Easily.
Yeah. Him and Gibson are similar in this
Gibson
role.
Has consistent production over the last 2 years, I suppose. So that's
All right, so the next guys here, we have Elijah Mitchell at 58. That's RB24, so this is the last of the RB2s in 12-team leagues, which we go by. 58 for him. A.J. Dillon at 25. He's at 70, so then it really drops off because now we're getting to the real dead zone. That was the dead zone we talked about. This is the fucking dread zone.
Yeah.
Can I fucking patent that?
Sure.
Dread zone.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. A.J. Dillon, 70. CEH, Clyde Edwards-Helaire at 70, which is 26. Damian Harris, your boy, at 27, that's 78 ADP. Kenneth Walker at 80 at 28.
He wants to go by Ken Walker.
Does he?
It's on fantasy.
So Elijah Mitchell, 58, out.
Yeah, no.
Out.
With the Niners, they had 5 running backs that had 100-yard games last year.
They have not had the same leading rusher for 5 straight seasons under Shanahan. It's not going to happen again. And he was Trey Sermon, they drafted in the 3rd round, traded up to get, right? Who I'm actually still a believer in. Because clearly he's a better prospect than him. Than Elijah Mitchell. Sorry, I had to look at his name. That's not a good thing.
Yeah,
They traded up 3rd. He was a 5th round pick. They drafted another guy. I forget his name. He's got 3 names. So there's a lot of guys in the mix.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance also, right.
He's not. What do you think's going to happen when it's 3rd and 5 in the red zone?
They ain't dumping it off.
3rd and goal from the 5. 3rd and goal from the 5.
And you still have to worry about Deebo Samuel taking those carries here and there. And then I'm telling you, Trey Sermon. One thing I know about these douchebag coaches, right? And let's be honest, that Shanahan's kind of a douchebag. In our, the sunglasses. Same with the Cardinals. Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury. They're too cool for school. They know everything. He traded up. Same with Lynch. Traded up to get Trey Sermon. Now last year was a lost year. I don't know why they did that. They're going to try to make that right wrong.
Well, it wasn't. They made the playoffs.
Right. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Is they don't want to make this a sunk cost. So maybe get Trey Sermon involved a little bit.
Sure.
They got Debo. They drafted another running back in the 4th, and they only had 5 or 6 picks.
Yeah.
So just a lot of room there, and also I don't know how good they're going to be. We're not Niners.
It's a dice roll for me.
Dice roll, right. So A.J. Dillon at 25, ADP 70. I'm in. That's the perfect example of a guy you can play that's also an elite premier handcuff. He's Tony Pollard, Robin, right?
Good point.
But better because...
Good point. I think they need him. I think they have to play him. They have to.
Especially if they're going to start using Aaron Jones more as a receiver.
Sure.
Who's back there getting those carries.
Yeah.
And say what you will about the Packers. They might be bad. Bad for the Packers is 9 wins.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Well, it's Rodgers.
Yeah. He doesn't fucking go under 500. Yeah. He won't ever do that. He'll retire before he does this shit. He might retire mid-season.
Yeah.
So I'm in on that. I mean, again, it's just the allure of the upside of the injury for Aaron Jones or the role changing. And worse, his basement is like 29.
What was Mitchell's ADP?
58.
Okay,
And then
so
Dylan goes down to 70. Dude.
Yeah, it's around later.
Like that. CEH at 70 also, 26. The problem is they brought back, I just read this yesterday, they brought back McKinnon, which is he's 30 years old.
I'll tell you the problem is Rojo.
Oh, but I'm saying Rojo was already a problem.
Yeah.
Now, it was like, oh, we know Ronald Jones can't catch.
Yeah.
He also can't hold on the ball.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, that hurts. But now McKinnon's a third option to take some of those third down work, which is where CEH is going to thrive.
Yeah,
so now what are they doing?
Good point.
I mean, the thing is, he did have a lot of draft capital.
You sold me. I'm totally off.
Yeah?
Yeah, because
I like the upside. I like the upside, and the McKinnon thing hurts. But the only saving grace is they did spend a first round pick on the guy, and he hasn't quite stayed healthy, and it hasn't worked out. But I'm not a big fan of his talent.
They chose not to play him down the stretch.
Right. Yeah, I know.
It wasn't
playoffs.
There was no.
But he was pretty impressive in the playoffs in some of those runs. He's a strong little runner. The problem is I don't want to describe my running back as a strong little runner. You know what I'm saying? Like the little fucking engine that could, like Little House on the Prairie. Like, see, he's just a nice little runner, bro. They could have had Jonathan Taylor or Swift.
For some reason, when you say strong little runner, I think of Tweety Bird. Because Tweety Bird's so strong, Sylvester's always chasing it, but Tweety's running through the walls.
Would you ever describe Jonathan Taylor as a nice small little runner?
No.
Would you ever describe Swift as a nice small little runner?
No.
Like he's small, but he is a fucking dude. He's a joystick.
Yeah.
CEH is just a nice small little runner.
To me, it feels like with CEH, it feels like a confidence thing. Like I feel like he doesn't go out there with a lot of confidence.
No. I mean,
so if he starts the season off well, he might have a good season. But if he starts off with 5 carries, 4 carries, or like call it 8 carries for 30 yards, and 6 carries for whatever, and a couple like shitty,
right?
I think then I'm off, like 100% off.
Okay, Kenneth Walker Damian Harris at 27 at 78.
I love that, dude.
I mean, they're not. The thing is, one thing we know with the Patriots is they don't ever pay anybody. They use their players and they get rid of them a year early. And Damian Harris this is his last year there. Now it's a plus and negative because if Stevenson outplays him, which he kind of did last year at times,
sure.
It was close, right? Is all I'm saying. And Stevenson's a monster, bro. He's 235.
It was because of
faster.
fumble. Like if
and injuries.
Harris needs to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, fumbles and injuries, and Bill Belichick doesn't take kindly to either of those things.
You mentioned earlier, you're saying that Cook and Madison were a tandem. To me, this is I would love to have this backfield.
But you don't have to invest in anything.
Super affordable. Super affordable.
Yeah, we're looking at 78, so we're looking at 6th, 7th round pick.
And then
Stevenson, 9th, 10th round pick. Love it.
Yeah.
The problem is knowing who to start, but the thing is, this is your RB3.
Well, I think you're going.
Yeah, it's RB3,
I would be comfortable Harris over.
Yeah, for early year.
I love that value.
So Harris or Allison Eckler. Okay,
well,
sorry.
Yeah.
All right, Kenneth Walker. Ken Walker, as you call him, the third. 28. We have him at 80. I'm out. Just because Rashad Penny, I'm out.
Yeah.
And Rashad Penny doesn't stay healthy the first year.
Well, he's getting drafted above Penny, and Penny is the starter. Which, what the fuck?
Yeah, rookies. And I don't like Kenneth Walker, the player. He's okay. He's serviceable. But, yeah, I'm out.
Let me see it first.
All right, next round here. This is going to be probably the last round we're going to go through besides some, cliff notes here.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders at 29. Love Miles Sanders.
Him, yeah.
84 ADP, which is just bonkers.
Yeah.
All these guys are talking about with Miles Sanders going after them.
Yeah.
Okay. Devin Singletary at 30, 85, same kind of realm. Tony Pollard at 31, 89 ADP. And Rashad Penny at 92, at 32. And then I'll add in here Kareem Hunt at 33 at 97.
See, this is where
92. All right, so Miles Sanders.
I like this.
Miles Sanders, we both. I'm about to get a Miles Sanders poster.
Oh.
A nude one, hopefully. I don't know if they sell those or I can find a way to strip his clothes off.
You know the picture of that big black guy sitting on the side of the bed?
Yeah. That's our Miles Sanders one?
Yeah.
Love it, bro. I'll find a way to get that in there with the blurred thing.
Yeah.
Great picture. Great running back. Miles Sanders is good. He's just good.
We're selling those posters.
And I've said a bunch of times is that he they had 0 running back touchdowns in the first 9 weeks. He got dinged up week 9. They brought in Jordan Howard. They had 9 running back touchdowns from week 10 to week fucking 18 essentially, but that's, say 17. And Jordan Howard had a 3 touchdown game. Boston Scott had a 2 touchdown. There was 9, and he had 0 of those. 0 receiving. And I watched his film from last year. He got tackled on the 1 yard line 3 times. Either way, whatever. It's 3 touchdowns. The point is that I watched his film. Miles Sanders is the same player he was early in his career. After his rookie year, he was a 2nd round pick. Remember that? Mm-hmm. After his 2nd year, where he was solid, he was a 3rd round pick. Yeah. This is his 4th year, and now he's an 8th round pick. When everyone's all about the Eagles?
Yeah, so he's the starter. He's still the first. He's the first Eagles running back getting drafted, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So here we have Kenneth Gainwell, who is a scat back. Would we both agree with that?
Yes.
Not an every down back. Yeah. Boston Scott is one of those fan favorites. Yeah. Right?
He's like Nocioni.
I was gonna say Nocioni.
No way.
Oh, yeah, fan favorite. Notes, bro. Boston Scott.
We love him.
Yeah, but I was saying Boston Scott's a nice little player. But if you're giving goddamn goal line carries to Boston Scott, you're not a playoff team.
You do that out of necessity, not to win.
Nocioni, that's great. I was literally going to say Nocioni.
You said his first name. I said his last.
Spirits.
Andres
first. So the point is that the beauty of this price point is that we're going to know after 3 weeks, right? Yeah. And if he is in a 50-50 timeshare with the other 2 guys, I'm not saying drop him, but it's okay, you can't play him. And this isn't even starting territory. But we're going to know if week 1 he gets 17 carries and 3 catches and they win. Yeah. And he has 90 yards, he breaks up a 40-yarder. Okay, now he's getting RB2 territory. Yeah. If by week 3 he does that 3 times in a row, which he will.
I love it.
He is a top 12 running back.
Yeah.
Great talent. Catch the ball. He's only 24 years old. Yeah. 24.
I think if you have a fantasy team where you can start comfortably your 3rd running back in your flex every week, I mean Sanders could be the 3rd head on that that 3-headed monster, and now you have so much.
And you have good receivers.
Now you're only worrying about 3 receivers. So if you have 6
why
on your
is
roster,
CEH going ahead of him? Because he has the same issues, right? But the difference is, okay, I say McKinnon and Gainwell are a wash, right? Ronald Jones is so much better than Boston Scott. Yeah. It's not even funny. I love Ronald Jones.
Yeah, me too.
And the thing is, who's more likely to run the ball? The Eagles or the fucking Chiefs?
Well, the Eagles, but with fucking Hurts. That's the thing.
No, just in general, they're a running team. I'm telling you, Andy Reid does not run the ball. Dude, fucking, okay, Miles Sanders or Austin Eckler? I know, it's a joke. We love Miles Sanders here. I think he's going to be our PP, both of our PPs.
I will say that I bet you halfway through the season that would be a trade someone would consider. Miles Sanders for Austin Eckler.
There you go. That's enough said, right? Devin Singletary at 30, 85. This is nice for the 0 RB kind of player.
Sure.
Because I feel like James Cook's going to have a big role later in the year.
That's Dalvin's brother, right?
Yes.
The guy that cannot break a single tackle.
Yeah. But get him a little bit.
He's an anti-Javontae.
I'm telling you, early on, they're going to trust Singletary.
Sure.
Unless Zach Moss. I'm saying, like, you could take Singletary and Zach Moss or, whatever. This is the perfect 0 RB thing because he's going to be a back end RB2, early RB3 early in the year. So he's going to get 12 touches, which isn't great. But he's tied to the Bills' offense. They might have some blowout games. He might run into the end zone. Yeah. It's not a sexy pick.
I like it. Yeah. I think the backfield's a little crowded.
He's closer to Zeke though for these first 6 weeks than he is these other guys.
We both love Moss, or at least you did last year. I know I love Moss now.
We both love him.
It's difficult for me to say that Singletary is the best back in the backfield.
We don't know.
That's with Sanders, I'm confident that he's the best
100%.
back.
He's one of the best backs in the league.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not one of the best. He's top 10.
He's like Montgomery.
Would you say?
I think he's the same time.
I think he's better than Montgomery.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Montgomery's getting drafted.
The difference is Montgomery is not breaking a 70-yard touchdown, and we've seen Miles Sanders do that multiple times.
Yes. Yeah.
He's a little bit more of a bruiser.
Yeah.
But way better offense. So. Yeah. All right, Tony Pollard at 31, 89, love it, absolutely love it. Yeah. Playable each week as a back end 2, early 3 running back. But, same thing I said about A.J. Dillon, that allure of something happens to Zeke.
Yeah.
Or the thing is, I don't think A.J. Dillon's going to necessarily ever take Aaron Jones' job. There's a chance Tony Pollard just takes.
So you think you draft him standalone, right?
Oh, standalone, and then the fact is, Tony Pollard, there was no Zeke there. Tony Pollard's top 5 pick. Agreed? Top 8, first round pick. How about that? We go there?
No, because I don't think he'd be going this far down if that.
I feel like he's similar to Alvin Kamara in terms of because he'd be getting all the work, man, on Dallas's offense.
I know, but you see that all the he comes in sparingly. Like I want to see it throughout the whole season.
Well, he gets those what you call high value touches, 3rd and 5, draw plays. Yeah, he gets the receiving work. He looks better on film than he should because he's facing nickel defenses, and he's. Sure. I like that, but I'm saying Tony Pollard's a good player.
I like Pollard. You warmed me up a little bit on Zeke earlier, but I like Pollard's value.
Yeah.
Where he's getting drafted. I would take Pollard over Zeke.
All right, so this is running a little long. Let's just kind of lightning round these last couple guys here.
We'll do over under Eckler, right?
Yeah. Rashad Penny at 32.
Yeah.
Not into that, but I mean, I like it better.
He's still the starter,
right? Kareem Hunt at 92, number 33.
I bet you everyone else from here on, there's no more starters.
I don't like Kareem Hunt this year for this one reason. Dearness Johnson's good, and if Nick Chubb gets hurt, Kareem Hunt's role doesn't change much, right? Before it was Kareem Hunt's top 5 running back. Dearness Johnson killed.
Well, dude, Hunt is so much better than Kareem.
Yeah, but I feel like they want to keep Kareem Hunt in that role, the 30% role, right?
Yeah.
No, he might be 45. It might be 50-50.
If Chubb goes down,
50-50 though. No, Dearness Johnson's good, man.
All
right. Chase Edmonds 34, 97. I like it a lot. Raheem Mostert's just might not play this year, bro. He's just hip injury or whatever it is. He's not good. He doesn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Myles Gaskin, your boy. But I feel like the one safety net thing I can predict in that backfield is Chase Edmonds is getting 50% of the snaps as what we thought Myles Gaskin light was going to do last year on a better team.
Yeah.
Right? They got some weapons. Tua's comfortable. 60 catches for fucking Chase Edmonds.
I like Edmonds.
So that's a nice little RB3.
Sure.
You can play him as a flex in a PPR. I like him as a flex. I don't mind that. I prefer a wide receiver there, but I like that. Cordell Patterson at 35, number 98. Pretty low considering what he did last year.
Top 10.
But no.
Can you...
No. He's going to play more wide out this year.
That's what I'm saying. If you can use him in either position.
Like that.
Then
you should, yeah.
Maybe a 7th round pick.
Yeah, I just like Tyler Algier as a bruiser, the rookie. I like him to kind of take some of those down. I just think the team's going to be trash.
I'm saying that, but I don't. I'm not convincing myself that I would take Patterson.
James Cook, 36, number 99. He's the Buffalo guy.
Oh, he just got tackled.
So, yeah, well, he gets tackled when he's recording a podcast.
He got tackled on the way to sign his rookie contract.
Melvin Gordon, 37, 110. Love that. That's a premier handcuff that almost along the lines of a poor man's A.J. Dillon. Yeah. You can kind of play him.
The shitty thing about that you mentioned earlier, it's tough to get Williams and Gordon because who do you start?
Oh, yeah. You don't do that. I'm saying, if I don't have one of them, if he's my RB4, dude.
If you missed out on some of those running backs, maybe you did go receiver earlier, this is the guy.
There's an RB3. Pinch, play him.
Yeah.
May have 3 weeks if Javontae gets hurt a little bit.
There's going to be a couple of 2 touchdown games in there.
Michael Carter, 38. Strictly a handcuff or a PPR play, but no. Damian Pierce, 39. He's the Houston guy, the rookie, which they brought in Marlon Mack. They have, I think David Johnson's gone, so he's a guy to pay attention to in the preseason and shit. If he takes that job,
I want to hear some noise. I want to see some stuff.
This number though is so he's a guy that could go to 150 or go to 80.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that. Ramondre Stevenson at 40, 117. Like that a lot.
Yeah.
I
love pairing him with Harris.
Love it.
I'm gonna try and get that.
Ronald Jones at 42, 118. I mean,
love it.
That's handcuff, and those like easy cupcake matchups. He might get 13 carries for 80 yards and a touchdown.
They're going to have to. I know Reed doesn't like to run, but they're going to have to rely a little bit more.
Okay, a couple other guys here, just rookies and guys to pay attention to. Isaiah Spiller at 43, 121. Big fan. He's in the Chargers.
Yeah.
We hate Austin Eckler, so we should like him.
Yeah.
He's a good player. He should have been a 2nd or 3rd round pick, and they got him in the 4th.
Okay.
He had a bad 40 time, which you should love even more. Nyheim Hines at 44. Never going to be the handcuff to him, but all I hear is they're trying to get him more involved. They said that last year. He had 40 catches. But in PPR, you could do worse as a fill-in guy.
Yeah,
you just never can predict the games, right?
If you want running back heavy early, and now you're trying to fill out your roster with a few, 3 other running backs, 2 3 guys.
2 more names here. This guy I really love, Rachaad White at 45, 125. That's the guy in Tampa.
Yeah,
rookie. Watch his tape. ASU. He is almost a little slower version of Fournette.
Okay.
He's 220. He can catch. He can run. He's slippery.
I kind of like that. That one resonates with me.
That's a handcuff that might have a role.
That resonates with me.
And love him a lot. And then the last one, 46 here, Darrell Henderson. at 133. I mean, goddamn. Like, if you don't believe in Cam Akers, which we don't, take Henderson.
Love it. Yep,
right?
Love it. Yep.
He did well last year. All right, Rob Squared.
And it's been a complete joy.